morning to you all. Welcome back to Sonnet Institute of Technology. My name is Bruce Malauzi and I'll be hosting the hands-on pen testing course. This is module 1.5 of the video course. In this demonstration, I will show you how to add an Apple Macintosh into GNS3. The entire process is very tricky. Apple requires special hardware, which makes it difficult to visualize in VMware, VirtualBox, or even GNS3. However, I managed to visualize Apple Macintosh in GNS3. The purpose of this video is to show you that it's quite possible to add Apple appliance into GNS3. But I'm sorry that I cannot share the information on the public internet. Without wasting time, let's jump into GNS3. In GNS3, I can add the Apple appliance, which I have right here. And let me add a switch as well. So I have two Apple appliances and I'd like to interconnect them to a switch. Okay, let me boot the first appliance and the switch as well. Okay, now I can log on to the appliance. Okay, before I start configuring this appliance, let me switch on the second appliance. So I'm switching on the second appliance. Going back to the first appliance, I'd like to start configuring. So back on the first appliance, I'd like to assign an IP address. So I'll go to settings, network, and change from DHCP to manual. And let me assign an IP of 10.10.10.2. And I'd like to use a default route of 10.10.1. In this topology, I don't need the default route, I've just assigned it. But it's not necessary. Click apply and click back. I'd like to enable SSH login to this host mesh, this appliance. So I'll click sharing, scroll down to remote login, check that, and assign a host name. So I'll call this a MacBook Pro. And then I can exit from here. So if I start the terminal and let me check if my IP address has been assigned. So that will be ifconfig command, and here is my IP address has been assigned. It's a 10.10.10.2. So I can exit from the first appliance. Onto my second appliance, I think it has already booted, so I can log in. And I'd like to assign an IP address as well. So I'll click settings, network, change from DHCP to manual. I'll like to assign an IP address of 10.10.10.3. The default route is not necessary at this point of time, but I'll include one. That will be the 10.10.10.1. Click apply and I can exit from here. Start the terminal shell, and that will be if config. I would like to see my IP address. So my IP address has been assigned. That will be the 10.10.10.3. Now can I SSH from this machine to that machine? So basically this is what I've done. This machine has got an IP of 10.10.2, and this one has been assigned an IP of 10.10.3. So I would like to SSH from this machine to that machine. So this is what I'll do. Let me exit from here, start the terminal, so I can do SSH Bruce at the remote IP. That will be 10.10.10.2. okay, SSH. I'll say yes and enter my password. As you can see, I am successfully logged into the remote machine. As you can see, the host name is MacBook Pro. So alright, so this is how you can visualize your Apple Macintosh appliance into GNS3. The whole process is very tricky, and if you like to visualize one, you better do some Google search and try to get some information. From my experience, this information is nowhere to be found because of the Apple's nature of license and hardware limitations. Apple Macintosh requires special hardware designed by Apple, so you cannot install Apple Macintosh on any other hardware except Apple authorized hardware. So if you cannot find any information on how you can visualize Apple Macintosh on GNS3, please don't get frustrated, because such information cannot be shared on internet due to legal concerns. The Apple license restricts us from sharing such information. But once you find information and you can visualize Apple Macintosh in GNS3, that will be great. And this is how the appliance looks like inside GNS3. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope this has been informative. So in the next video, I'll show you how to add more appliances. Goodbye for now.